What's up, y'all? This is Black Cuban. Let's get to it. I was reading about missing CDC scientist. He is 35-year-old Timothy Cunningham. He was an epidemiologist for the CDC, which is the person that studies epidemics. He's a Harvard grad, and recently he was passed up for a promotion, and he's been missing since February 12th. He went home sick that day. On his way home, he called his family members, and his mom said she wasn't able to get to the phone, and he didn't leave a message. So they went to check on him, and he wasn't there. They said they found his keys, cell phone, wallet, all his identification, credit cards was at home, and his dog, which he wouldn't leave without. And also his car was in the garage. Now, the investigators say that it's no foul play, but they searched the woods and everything around his house. And he told his neighbor to erase his cell phone number from her phone. Now, this is weird because I'm going to read something. In January, Dr. Cunningham shared his opinion that this year's flu shot was behind the deadly outbreak of the flu, while warning that if his name was attached to the widely circulated quotes, he would lose his job or suffer an even worse fate. Understanding the dangers involved in speaking out against vaccinations in the current climate, we granted him anonymity. In the article, however, Dr. Cunningham told us that we should go public should anything happen to him. Dr. Cunningham was an expert on contagious epidemics, having been deployed by the CDC to work on the Ebola and Zika crisis in previous years. He knows a suspicious outbreak when he sees one. And this year's flu epidemic raised serious red flags for the CDC doctor. Some of the patients I've administered the flu shot to this year have died, said the doctor. In January, adding, "I don't care who you are. This scares the crap out of me. We have seen people dying across the country of flu, and one thing nearly all of them have in common is they got the flu shot." Dr. Cunningham's experience of people dying of the flu after receiving the flu shot are sadly not uncommon. However, he remains one of the select few doctors who have spoken out and raised the issue in the public domain. Another doctor who spoke out about the flu shot, Dr. Daniel Needes, the chief operating officer of the Cleveland Clinic Wellness Institute, was fired after sharing his personal experiences with the flu shot and writing an article questioning the legitimacy of the CDC's advice on vaccinations. Big pharma dollars have effectively purchased the silence of the CDC and turned mainstream media into a branch of their PR department. You can no longer believe anything they tell you about pharmaceuticals, especially vaccinations. For their part, the CDC does not allow medical practitioners to speak out regarding their experience with vaccinations. If they do not toe the company line, they lose their job or suffer a worse fate, as the ongoing purge of holistic doctors prove. Has Dr. Cunningham suffered a similar fate as the scores of dead holistic doctors for daring to speak his mind and warn citizens about possible effects of the flu shot? What do you guys think? I don't know. I say you don't go up against the government, especially if you work for them. I can see if you was a little more low key. I'm not sure. I don't know. I was going to say, well, maybe he didn't even make it home from work that day that he left, so-called sick. Now, they trying to say, this could be all surrounding because he was up for a promotion and didn't get the promotion. But I'm thinking there's more than that. I mean, if he made it home, he left all his items there. If he did make it home, somebody put his items there. They also said it was 2 windows of his home open, and he's just nowhere to be found. Again, this was back February 12th, and he's been missing ever since. I'm going to go ahead and play a news clip real quick.
Developing this afternoon, today police are explaining what they think happened in the days before a local CDC worker disappeared. The doctor vanished more than 2 weeks ago. Channel 2's Wendy Halloran live at Atlanta Police Headquarters, where police took questions about the case this afternoon.
They did just, I've learned Cunningham was passed up for a promotion and sent a neighbor a text message before he disappeared. Still, Atlanta police call this case nothing short of bizarre.
We were aware of some concerns at work that he had shared with us, and there were some personal issues too. So it may have been just a culmination of events.
Timothy Cunningham's father says his son was having personal problems and issues at work before he disappeared. The day he was told why he didn't get the promotion at the CDC is the day he went missing. I asked about his demeanor.
I think that it was pretty consistent that he was definitely upset. He told several co-workers that he was and that he was expecting this promotion.
New information revealed publicly for the first time. Atlanta Police Major Michael O'Connor confirmed Cunningham texted his neighbor asking him to tell his wife to remove him from her contact list.
I can confirm that did occur.
Police say they've been given access to his work computer and they're having no problem getting cooperation.
We've gotten with the CDC and we've gone through and made sure that his government credit cards aren't being used. We've looked at the browser history on his desktop computer at work to make sure there's nothing suspicious on it. We've checked his swipe card activity. We know the last time he clocked in or out at the CDC.
Now, if you have any information about Timothy Cunningham, you're urged to call the Atlanta Police Department or 911. Reporting live in Atlanta, Wendy Halloran, Channel 2 Action News.
Now back to my question. Do you think he just up and walked away from his home and just said fuck it all? Or do you think he was taken from his home? Or could he have been taken from work and his items been placed in his home? Now, when I discussed this with my husband, I said, shit, they took him in the basement, of the CDC. But who knows? I mean, like the article said, they told him to he told them to put it out if he comes up missing. He's missing. Tell me what y'all think about that. Hey y'all. How y'all doing? Yeah, it sound fishy. I'm looking at my tablet and recording on my phone, so. Yeah, it sound fake as hell, especially since he put out the fact that the flu shot isn't protecting people from the flu. Yeah, I think when they found out he put that story out, I just think they took him in the basement. That's where they do all the experimenting at anyway, right? They probably took him down there and experimented on his ass or chopped him up. Who knows? Right. The neighbor thing sound weird because it sound like he was planning on probably killing himself, doing something to himself. And, they probably paid his neighbor to say that. No, I didn't say it was making people sicker, but he said that people weren't being protected. It wasn't working. And in my last live, I stated that it was only like 10% effective. And, a lot of the people that died did get the flu shot. I'm chilling. I done lock myself in my room. So if you hear somebody banging on my door, I just came to check in with y'all on this nice rainy day. And I've been up. I tried that shot before, like 2 years. It made me sick. None of them immunizations is good. Don't take none of them. I worked in a hospital before, and they made me take the shots, even though I didn't want to. But I sure needed that job, dog. Right? And then you start getting sick. You get the shot, and then you start getting sick. And they say, oh, that's just a side effect. That's just your body adjusting to the antibodies of the shot. And they say, oh, well, they're dead flu cells or whatever. But you want to shoot this shit in my body and expect that shit to protect me? I think immunizations don't protect children. Breastfeeding protect children. It's natural. As long as you not doing no drugs or taking any medications that say you can't breastfeed. Right. So I'm about to go ahead and jump up off here and lurk in some chat rooms in the bushes. Thank y'all for coming to see my live, and I hope we got some information out. And if y'all find out anything, let me know, because it don't seem like this dude gonna pop back up nowhere. They just wrote him off. Yeah, out of all of my 5 children, I've never breastfed. And I hate to say that. I hate to tell people to breastfeed, but I've never breastfed. But I've learned, like, from friends and family that the children that get breastfed are some of the healthiest children. So, bye, Cherry Girl. Thank you for coming. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Been lurking some bushes. Figure out how to cut this thing off.